Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to give my quick review over Chasing Dallas. This was it was a cute episode. Not really any drama, which it doesn't have to be drama every episode. Sometimes we could all take a break from the fuck shit, right? But it was a cute episode, filler episode, but still a cute episode. So this, for last week they say they were having difficulties uploading the episode. Something was going on to the point where they couldn't upload the episode. So last week we did not get an episode, and I was a little bit like, damn, I was looking forward to it. I mean, I'm always looking forward to Chasing Dallas, especially this season. But I was looking forward to it. A lot of us are not at work right now, so it ain't like we got nothing else to do. So we might as well, watch TV. I feel like this is the time for a lot of these, not to just go off on a rant, but I feel like this is the time for a lot of these shows, especially these artists, music or television or YouTube shows. This is the time to, bitch, do what you gonna do. Like, on some real, not even trying to be funny, bitch, I've been trying to put out a video every fucking day. Trying. But this is the time, so I was like, girl, this is the time where y'all should be uploading that hoe at 7 o'clock on the dot. Bitch, 6:59 if you really want to be real about it. And then the episode didn't come out, so I was like, okay. But that's all right. They came back this week. So they are going to New Orleans. I will say I was confused because I'm real nosy. I'm not gonna lie. So when they put up the tweet from Markel that he was headed to New Orleans, I'm looking at it like, oh, I wonder what day they went. Just nosy. And he put the tweet was on July the 15th at 11:23 a.m. But then when they put Reese's tweet up, his was August the 29th, 2019 at 12 p.m. So I'm like, okay, forget about the time because they could be arriving at different times. But girl, how did Markel make it there on July the 15th and you make it there on August the 29th? And y'all both shot the same show. Okay, so more than likely y'all probably just pulled tweets from two different, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I look at stuff like that. So maybe maybe next time y'all should do a better job of making sure that the tweets are in sync with each other and not over a month apart. Baby Reese said, baby, he got other stuff he trying to do. He trying to fund his dream, and he ain't got time to be paying no arm and a leg for no flight from Dallas to New Orleans. So she said she got her $16. She caught the Greyhound to Austin, Texas, and from Austin, Texas, she found a $16 flight to New Orleans, more than likely Spirit, which ain't nothing wrong with Spirit, because girl, anytime I have to book a last minute flight, baby, I'm on there with my personal bag, pumping through the airport. Let's go. Where I'm sitting, I gotta sit in the middle seat, bitch. Anyways, so yeah, I'm not mad at Reese. Reese got other shit he's trying to do. I saw a lot of people in the comment section. I know George, George made it like a shady, like he was out 25 minutes away. Look, everybody ain't trying to spend an arm and a leg, and I'm not gonna lie. One of the main reasons I have not been to New Orleans. The last time I went to New Orleans was like probably like 2 years after Hurricane Katrina, and every time I try to go back, girl, those hotels are so expensive, and I have this thing in my head where finally. Girl, my Fire Stick finally, I don't know what's going on. See, my Fire Stick, my brother-in-law gave me a Fire Stick. And everything will pop up and then all of a sudden it'll say no signal. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, do what you do, girl. Everybody not trying to stay in the city and pay an arm and a leg. Like I said, one of the main reasons why I haven't been back and I want to go is because those hotels are so expensive. Especially like if you want to be in the Bourbon Street and all this French Quarters and all that stuff. And I have this thing in my head where because of Hurricane Katrina, those hotels never really just got back to where they probably were. So if I go to New Orleans, I'm gonna have to stay, and I'm not even no top notch type of girl like that, but I have to stay in a decent hotel in New Orleans just because I just feel like that city never recovered. That's just something I have in my head. Anyways, child, so Reese booked an Airbnb outside of the city pretty much. George brings his friend. Oh, Reese's gonna cook. He decided to cook some greens, fried pork chops, macaroni and cheese, red beans and rice. I'm not gonna lie, them greens look good as hell. I didn't really get to see the macaroni and cheese, but those greens look good as hell. I would have ate, and I'm not even a green person, but I would have told those greens up and give me a pork chop, baby, with a drink, and baby, I would have been good to go. Them greens had to be good because George big ass, he had 3 bowls. So I know they had to be good. George brings his friend. I was confused. You know what I'm thinking now? Now that I'm thinking about it. Probably what happened was they were blurring out some of the girls' faces. Y'all saw that, right? So maybe for whatever reason they couldn't air the episode because they had to go back. Because did y'all know, I thought they aired out his face like George's friend with the yellow jersey on. They aired out his face, blurred out his face, and then like 2 seconds later I saw his face, and then they blurred it back out. So I was like, okay, I don't know, girl. George says when they pulled up in the Uber guy was like, oh. And so they were like, oh. So I don't know if Reese was staying in the hood or what. I guess that's why he felt the need to explain that his, it's a 2-bedroom and he has an alarm and all that stuff, girl. It was a nice Airbnb. I've never stayed in an Airbnb before. See, but you see, I want to show y'all. It just came back on. I bet you it's about to pop back off. See, it just popped back off. The screen will come on. It'll show all the Netflix, VH1, all that stuff, and then it'll just go blank. It'll say no signal. I don't know. Y'all tell me what's going on. I was confused by George too when Reese mentioned this at the end of the episode when they were going to the swamp tour. And I guess George and his friend must have rode to New Orleans with another guy in his car, and so they had to Uber around. Because I couldn't understand why were they waiting on an Uber, why did they Uber? Because I'm like, why the fuck would y'all Uber 25, 40 minutes when you have a car? When it would probably cost you way, way less to just get in your rental car that already has gas versus paying probably $40 probably to drive 25 minutes away from the hotel. That's what George said. Then he made a joke and said it was 45. So I'm just gonna say it was probably 25. But even if it was less than 25, so I was confused on why would they pay for an Uber if they rented a car? And then when Reese started talking towards the end, I was like, oh, then I think basically they all rode down there together and they rode with somebody. Him and his friend rode with, I'm thinking it was a group of guys. And George didn't have a car once they got to New Orleans, so they probably had to Uber or Lyft wherever they needed to go. That's what I'm assuming. I thought when George said, what do you think about the food? I thought that was funny when he was asking Trey after his ass and sit there and ate 3 plates or 3 bowls of greens. Okay. Girl, I said, Trey, move those bangs one more time. Girl. I said, Trey, sus, girl, go back to your face, because you in this hand and these bangs are getting on my nerves. But it ain't my face, so I guess I shouldn't be complaining, right? Trey calls Kane. Does Kane still I will say this much. Even though I do think that George was being shady with Kane when they first met, I don't think it was that big of a deal to the point where Kane should still feel a way about George. Does that make sense? Girl, yes, George was being shady. Yes, George was being funny. Yes, you had to get George together. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was that deep to the point where Kane, if he does, feel some type of way about George. Like, girl, it's not that deep, girl. Girl, y'all can go back to being sisters. Y'all just know, like, now George know not to try you. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, they go to Bourbon Street. They look like they had a good time. They look like they had a very good time. Markel was singing Backstreet Boys. George was in the street catching coronavirus, kissing strange men all in their goddamn mouth. I'm sure he was probably coughing them for about 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. You know what's so crazy to me? Well, like, we've all had our fair share of one night stands. I know I'm not the only one. I just do not just go around kissing people like that in their mouth, though. I think that's real, like, well, girl, some of my sisters, they done did that. You know, some of y'all girls, y'all don't care, girl. Y'all get a couple of shots in y'all goddamn system and get to kissing on all types of people walking through the goddamn street. Not me, girl. I'm sitting back judging. I remember one time my friend did that at the club. One of my friends who was at the club. Girl, I see him kissing on some dude. Now, the dude was fine as hell. I ain't gonna lie. The nigga was fine. Okay, the nigga was fine. I said, girl, I said, when did you meet him? He was like, I don't know him. Girl, so you done went over there and put your whole motherfucking face down his throat. And y'all don't even know each other? In the middle of the motherfucking club. Bitch, I thought you knew her. The way y'all was over there the way y'all was over there tongue wrestling, bitch, I thought y'all knew each other. No, girl, they didn't know each other, girl. But yeah, they like to have, I want to get my remote, but I ain't got no paper. All I got is a t-shirt and some panties on. Well, it's about to go away. I'll worry about it after I get off of here. I thought it was funny when Reese was walking down. Girl, I got a whole glass of vodka sitting right beside me and ain't even took one sip. Whew. Ooh. I thought it was funny when Reese was walking down the street and he said, "Oh, she's so pretty," and then he said, "You're not gonna accept a compliment? Oh, well, she's not pretty then." I know that's right, bitch. Take my compliment, bitch. Take my compliment back, bitch. You can't say thank you. It's your ugly ass. Anyways, they go on the swamp tour. They're singing "Proud Mary." I got nervous when when "Proud Mary" changes and goes into the I said, baby, if Reese big ass start jumping on that goddamn aluminum foil, okay? Because that's all that boat was, some aluminum foil. I said, if he jump up in that motherfucking boat, tumble over, I'm gonna holler and scream, "Sit your big ass down, Reese." But they did like they was having a good time. Bitch, who the fuck was that bitch on my motherfucking man? Y'all know my man is Landon. I don't even know his name. What's his name? Carrie, friend. The one I think they got a little group now called Roommate or something like that. His friend, the light skinned one. Who was that bitch on my motherfucking man? When I see you holding down, so I'm gonna beat your ass. Let me just stop. I'm playing, girl. I'm playing, girl. Girl, I'm playing, girl. If you see this video, girl, I'm just kidding, girl. We sisters, okay? Everybody my sister, girl. This is all kikis and laugh. Don't you run up on me trying to fight me, girl. Girl, don't you run, girl. I'm just playing, girl. You can have that man, girl. I don't even know him. He is fine. And my mouth did drop open when I saw his hand tap your thigh. Bitch, I almost went through that screen and beat the shit out of both of y'all. Anyway, child, this is what I said. Okay. Next season, because it will be a season 3, because I'm looking at these numbers. I feel like they're doing decent numbers as far as viewership. Next season, for season 3, if y'all take a cash trip, I think that what should happen, I think that all of y'all should probably go together and try to find a big Airbnb where everybody can stay. Kind of like Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, when they take these trips and they stay. Sometimes they get their own separate hotel room, of course. But they also sometimes, like the last time in Athens, Greece, they all stayed in the same house. I think that just makes for better, entertainment. I think that everybody should try and go. So you need to try to find a spot. Even if y'all just come to Houston for the weekend. You see what I'm saying? Even if y'all just want to go to Austin for the weekend. I think you should go somewhere where everybody feels safe, including Ariel. I'm speaking about Ariel because Ariel didn't feel safe going to New Orleans. I feel like you should find a space where everybody feels safe, everybody can afford to pitch in, and y'all get a nice Airbnb. And I feel like that will help a lot, because all of this staying in different locations and people trying to Uber and Lyft and drive and ain't got no ride and they ain't drive their car, I felt like it was a little too much. But anyways, other than that, it was a good episode, a cute little episode. Nobody was, pulling out guns. I still don't understand why people are still trying to give Trey a pass. I love Trey to pieces. At the end of the day, like, Trey was the one who threw the first lick. And on top of that, what made matters worse when he pulled out a motherfucking gun. I mean, girl, we could sit here and say, yes, Dior came on with some gloves around his neck. Yes, he walked in there with his sisters trying to be messy. Yes, they were trying to send a message to Trey, nigga, we can fight if you want to. But at the end of the day, they did not pass the first lick. Trey, you passed the first lick, and then you went and got a gun. I don't understand why nobody is not mentioning that. But okay, girl, whatever. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye. Oh, they said that the reunion, if I don't talk to y'all next week, well, they said the reunion may be delayed because of what's going on right now. I can't say the name, honey, because, girl, they are not playing with my videos, girl. So we all know what's going on right now, right? What's going on in the world. So I think that the reunion may be delayed and future episodes may be delayed because of what's going on. I'm taking it as though they're still filming as we speak. So that's I don't know. But they did say the reunion may be delayed for Chasing Dallas. So I just want to let y'all know, girl. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.